Nice weight room play. Right here. Just gets through Bangeek. Bolts has been lifting in the offseason. Just drives through the defender. 1-1. I think that was Bangeek on defense. And we're tied. Torx on the pitch. Bangeek sends it to blue corner. Bolts is on it first. Looking, waiting, sizing up the defense. Takes too long. Mike comes across and smacks him up. Ball goes sailing to blue corner. Torx coughs it up. Let's see how they play. There's a bit of a 2v1. Gets around Bolts. Bangeek trying to massage the ball into the blue net. Nothing drops. Mike coming off the wall. No boost. Working on recovery. Bangeek up. Goes way wide. Bolts will be the first one on it. And Torx is going to watch for pass. Maybe some quick defense. Nothing happening. Geek comes up high. Puts it down to Torx. Gets an awkward touch. Bangeek goes high. Crossbar. Bolts pinches it out. One's across. The Torx sends it at the goal. Mike gets past him. Good play by Torx. Yeah, Bangeek just kind of lets it float out to the wall. Just leaves it up for Torx, and you know, Mike, we don't have to talk about it. You saw what happened. Bangeek coming up. Mike has the propellers on his octane wheels for extra velocity. Torx going in the corner. Gets 50'd out. Bolts. Nice. Darting clear. That turns into a pass. Bangeek on defense immediately. Mike can't touch again outside his net. Clears out. Bolts quick on defense. Low on boost. Comes off the wall. Bangeek may relieve him from the ball, and he does. Now he's coming off wall. He's got a nice infield available for his captain, Mike. Nothing goes. Mike puts it up the wall. Bolts off the wall. Mike touching. Nothing happened. Bangeek. The ball slides underneath him. The Torx still on it. Mike might let this one go by as well. Not quite. Bolts wants a shot. He'll get the shot. Looked like Mike was low on boost. Couldn't quite get back to defense. Good save there. Bangeek, not much. Tries to run interference, but Bolts nudges it down. 3-1. We are in the best of 5 series. Week 4 IGL. Game 1. As Wildcard are enjoying a nice, comfortable 2-goal lead here. And working to build on it as Bolts is working his way towards the goal. 50s with Bangeek. Shot, save, demo. Bolts trying to collect it. Low on boost. Infield pass, and Mike can't touch it. Yeah, I don't know if it's first game jitters or maybe not warmed up, but I've casted Mike a few times. I've seen a lot of good things from him, so I don't think that'll be a theme going through the series. So we'll see how this ends. Mike playing patient. The Torx touches it. We're under a minute. Time and possession favors Wildcard. The Torx coming in, coming off the wall, in the corner. Beats one man. Mike there with the nice clear. Bangeek sizing up the defense. Bolt shadowing. Bangeek almost got demoed from behind there. That would have been a nice clock cleaning. 30 seconds. Bolts trying to secure the lead in the win, but it'll remain 2 goals. Coming down to the 20-second mark. Torx gets nudged. Bumps his captain. Going around. Now Bolts was about to take off for the goal. Mike stopped him, but now that we're under 10 seconds, this one should be about over. Unless the Torx wanted to add a 4th goal on. That one didn't drop. Nothing happens. Wildcard comes out first. 1-0 in the series. It is a best of 5. 3 wins gets you the series win. We have Bolts, MVP, 615, 2 goals, 2 saves, 10 total shots from Wildcard. 6 saves from Bangeek alone, which puts him up to 763. So they're going to be going at it. Wildcard obviously kept the pressure on. Bangeek with some saves. We saw the missed touches and miscues from Mike early on. So waste potential will need him going forward. Let's see what we have here. Both teams still in. Wildcard joins. I hop into spectate. 5 minutes back on the clock. Game 2. Tied at 0, of course. The Torx. Nice touch. Bolts takes it off the wall and then tries to guide it over to orange net. Doesn't fall. Mike clearing it out. He might want it off the wall. Low on boost. Now Bolts touches. Bangeek coming around. Torx steals it. The Torx wins a 50 and it's rolling towards orange net. Bangeek makes a hard shot off the wall. And then he's back on it first. Avoids a narrow demo attempt. Mike is over. Good rotation out of Wildcard here. Every time a man goes up, the other man rotates perfectly back. There they were a little late. Bangeek missed the opportunity. Would have been a gnarly goal. 0 still on the board. Mike, Darkened Mike was fishing for a demo. Bolts. Great attempt. Bangeek with the save. Puts it out. Torx sliding it around. Goes up. Bangeek picks up a nice 100. This little assist of Bolts come to smash him to Torx on the play. Bangeek had to hop to avoid the demo right there. And the Torx says, oh, give me that. And doesn't even need another touch. Goes straight into the goal. I think Mike was on the inside looking for the pass play. That never came. As Wildcard goes up 1-0. Mike, big win, which is a big deal in twos, but Mike is just a smidge off the mark yet again. And this one might cause another goal. Bangeek gets left on an island. The Torx, great play here. Torx goes. Bangeek, he tries his damnedest. Touches, comes a little weak off his car, and the Torx does the rest with the valiant effort by Bangeek going into the net. So 2-0. Wildcard already up on the series 1-0. And now they are enjoying a 2-goal lead in game 2. And Bangeek may be alone here again, but Torx maybe didn't recognize the situation. He lets the ball sail off him. Tries to back up into the ball, misses. Bangeek had some time, but was pretty liberal there. Mike loses 50 to the Torx. Now Bangeek beats the other defender. Coming around. Bolts out of the goal. Off the wall. He'll try to catch. He does. He's still with it. 2 defenders in place. That one floats in. 3-0. I think they may have had someone hurt. Bangeek. Yeah. Mike comes up here. Bolts lets it fly. And just Bangeek thought it would be touched off of that. You got to imagine he doesn't get up quite quick enough. Now, still plenty of time. Just a shade under 3 minutes. So wasted potential has plenty of time to address 3 goals. But it's gotta start somewhere. So let's see if they can mount anything. Bangeek touches. Mike picks up 100, but loses the ball to the Torx. Bangeek puts it in. Bolts now on defense. And it's that rotation, that solid team play from these doubles partners in Wildcard. Torx eyeballing. Pass to Bolts. But Bangeek is there to intercept it. Now he's coming. Off the wall, he doesn't get a touch. Mike comes to help in the corner. Bolts puts it out. Good clear by him. This is going to be hard to handle. Bangeek manages. But now the Torx is coming off the wall. Great turn and touch in midair. Mike goes high. This will amount to a great pass, but Bolts is on it first. Turns into a pass of his own. If he has the Torx there, he does. 4-0. Great touch there. You got to imagine he was going for the goal. But if as long as you don't miss big, it'll cross again, and your partner should be able to nudge it in or shoot it in, and the Torx does there. Now they're up 4-0. And, you know, these teams, neither of them enjoying the best of seasons, so still think anything can happen. Goes around. Bangeek up. Puts it out wide. The Torx up on the wall. He's looked good off the wall in midair. Doesn't quite get his reset. Loses the ball in midair. Mike gets beat on the 50. Bangeek puts it out. The Torx staring down the pipe. Bangeek on the save. What a great save it is. I think he had 6 last game. So he might have quite a few in this game too. Mike, I'm sorry, Bangeek. Great shot. He's going to need some help finishing it up. Mike comes around. Good cross. Bangeek looking. Bolts just does just enough to keep it out of his net. Mike puts the pressure back on. Bolts is up. Good touch from him. Oh, Bangeek lets it behind him. Mike is looking at it. He has the Torx, but then gets bumped by Bolts. Mike touching. He tries to bump through. Miscue from Wildcard. 30 seconds. You gotta think this one's out of reach. Let's see what we have here. Puts it out. The Torx gets to it before Mike can shoot. Up. Crossbar. Bolt stops the fast break. And this one is in the books. Bangeek will touch. Maybe try to dribble. He'll flick. Maybe try to get something going. Nothing happens there. So it looks like wasted potential. I think they had 1 goal in game 1 and 0 here. They're doing okay for most of the game defensively, and then it just, you know, what is a minor drip at the beginning just turns into a full-on flood, and it's hard for them to keep up. Erica said this commentary is such a treat on Halloween night. Appreciate it, appreciate it. Bolts MVP 664. In my earlier game, I had a captain score 666. It was very festive. Bolts 1 goal, 1 assist, 3 saves, 8 shots from Wildcard. So still remaining with the pressure, already up. We'll go back into Rocket League, and Wildcard is dangerously close to their first victory of the season being a sweep. Let's see what wasted potential can conjure here. See if we have any Halloween hijinks here. The Torx, not the best handle, but he keeps advancing it. Around, up, corner. Bangeek puts it out. Bolts, shadowing, low on boost, picks up 100. Torx with the save, goes up high, kind of neutral, still on blue end. Bangeek tries to address the ball. Goes around towards the goal, might be a cheap one. Bangeek off the wall. Catches the Torx, you know, just boost starved. He goes to the corner, gets nothing, and just puts his way over to the goal just in time to see the ball roll by and bounce into his net. 1-0. And maybe the first lead for wasted potential on this series. Almost had another one there, but both wildcard members go to defense immediately. Bangeek up. Nothing there. Coming off the wall, Bolts. Playing patient. Touches. Keeps it going. Bangeek. Back on offense, but Torx handles it well this time. Bangeek still credited with the shot. Bump there from Mike. Bolts come off the wall. He has a shooter on the inside, low boost. Nothing happens. Beat Geek! Bangeek! 2-0. Nice touch here with a lot of authority, and Torx wanted something else. Bangeek wanted exactly that.
I wouldn't venture out there, fellas. This sniper's got talent.
And just snipes it into the goal. 2-0. Little over a minute passed in this Game 3 affair. Mike looking to touch. Just nudges it, but good enough to split the defense. Torx up high. He's going to try to work towards the goal. Vangeek has just looked good on both ends of the field. The Geek fakes. The Geek is geeking. Tries a flick, but the Torx is done watching the theatrics. Rattles off a demo. Mike is back in action after the respawn. Loses the 50 to the Torx. Almost a pass, but the Torx was low on boost there. Bolts. Trying to touch it through. Might finish it himself. Mike says no way. Torx off the wall. Goes back. Gives it to Bangeek. Bangeek's had the hot hand in game 3. I don't know if I would be so comfortable with him and the ball around one another. Both touches. Mike sizing it up. And the Geek gets the hat trick. This one time at band camp, I got a hat trick off the wall. Defender puts it out, and the Torx cannot handle the subsequent shot. Bangeek, 3 goals off of 4 shots. Someone look up the definition of efficiency. 3-0. Mike touching. The Torx puts it around. Bangeek stops it. He's got a lot of boost to work with. This one, stay on Bangeek. A lot of confusion. Mike wanted to get involved. Geek wasn't quite ready to give it up. And the Torx coming off the wall. He's been trying to pop off with these. Close one. Valiant effort by the Torx. Especially if Wasted Potential wins and forces a game 4, I expect the Torx to give us some smoke and mirrors off of that wall. Mike up. Top crossbar. And he'll finish it up. The Torx goes for defense. Bangeek tries to read the save, but nothing comes, and Mike is the only one left. Puts it in. 4th goal for Wasted Potential, which is either delaying the inevitable or mounting a terrific and unbelievable reverse sweep. Bolt's trying to track it down. Past the 2-minute mark. Ball going to orange end. Mike goes wide on the goal. Then stays on it. He's got a shooter in Bangeek. Bangeek's hot. 5-0. And this is why we do a series, because it just lets us know who is truly the better team. I mean, you could get lucky a game or two. But let's see which team flinches here first. Wildcard clearly has the series advantage, 2-0. But perhaps with this loss, they may second guess themselves. But not Bolts, as he puts his team on for the first time in game 3. Just hops Mike, who's just not having the best day in the office he can. But with the great effort from Bangeek, they're chugging along here, still battling. Mike touches. Bangeek looking, threatening. Bolts high up, and it'll go wide. Blue corner. Mike misses. Bolts. He's got one man. He'll go high. Try to bump. Perfect team play there. Bolts was so aggressive on this pass and flick that he backs up Bangeek. Mike is there on defense, but it's just not enough. That was very, very quick. A demo on the pitch. Torx up, Bolts, rolls it. Bangeek slows it down. Under a minute. I've seen crazier things. So we'll call this one till the end. Bangeek keeps it alive. Mike trying to handle. Gets it around Bolts. Shuckling with the follow. Appreciate it. Bangeek up. Nudges it off. Out to the wall. And the Torx. Time is not a luxury he has in this game 3. takes it anyway. Waste potential may get this one. May walk away with game 3. Let's see. 20 seconds. It should be over. Another goal. Actually, 2 goals, 16 seconds. It's 2s, not 3s, so you might see some craziness. Hold on to your hats here. Face off. Banggeek. Mike cheat. Gets past Mike. Bounces off orange corner into Torx. Mike enjoy a face-off goal. Bolts. Goes left, and I don't know how good you are at math. I get lucky with my math sometimes. So 6 seconds off the clock on that one. Mike, I told you about the day he's been having in the office. He was perfect positioning for the save. Tries to put it out. Goes off the crossbar or the post there. And comes back to Bolts for a quick shot. Another face-off win for them. Let's see what Bolts has for us off the wall. And they are going to force overtime. Jeez Louise. With 3 seconds left, these are quick scores. Even a win isn't out of shot at this point. Riles, we've all been there. So I understand the wow. It's just like, you don't know what to do. This one's dangerous. Still in the air. It'll hit. Not quite. Overtime. 5-5. Waste of potential. Very close to getting swept out of this week 4 matchup in a game 3 that they handled, you know, with ease until the last 16 seconds. Mike touching. Bolts keeps it off. Obviously, Wildcard has all the momentum here. So we'll see how they play it. They're on defense now. Let's see what Mike has. I'm sure he'd love to be the hero and keep this series alive. Infield pass. Almost. Someone look up the definition of almost. Still locked at 5. Coming up to a minute mark. Bolts has some network to work with. The Torx pass off. Bolts. He was around, but looks like he went back for boost, maybe to rotate. Not sure. 5's on the board. Bolt touches it around. The Torx lofts it high. Banggeek with an incredible save. And we keep going. Banggeek takes time. He trusts his dribbling, but kind of loses it to Bolts. Leaves Mike on an island. Goes wide. Anyone's ball. The Torx heavy on boost. And apparently heavy on patience. He's got one man in front of him. 50's through him. He's got Banggeek. He's been a defensive ace. He goes to bump him off. Banggeek plays it perfectly. He avoids the bump or demo and is able to work through that and still touch the ball. Perfect shot. Banggeek was battling in his own corner, trying to wrestle the ball away from Bolts. Bolts passes infield. Mike is kind of left flat-footed in the goal. He's expecting something else. Kyber late says, let's go Wildcard. Great comeback in game 3. Yeah, bit of a amazing one. And fortunately for us, Bolts has agreed to a post-game interview upon a win, which they just sealed. Good games to both teams. Banggeek, 979, 4 goals, 3 saves, not enough for the win. That's how you know we just watched a nutty game. Bolts skedaddles. He's 1,000, a hat trick himself. 3 assists, 5 saves. Let's see if I can get the main man on the line here. Be a few moments, just making the call out to Bolts for the post-game interview. Bolts,
how's it going?
What do you mean? How's it going with you?
It's going pretty good.
It looked like it was going pretty good. Have you been involved in a crazier game?
I can't say I have. At least not in IGL.
Definitely, yeah. Ranked, games come and go, but IGL gets tracked and well documented, especially on a stream, and you guys come out. Who was the calming voice in the comeback, or the voice of reason, or were you guys feeding off each other?
Well, we usually feed off of each other, but I always say it's not, or it's still possible because
Because it
we
is.
yeah we the thing about our team is we do not give up.
Right.
Even when it's not possible at that point, or it's very unlikely. Like even if it's 7-1 with two
Right.
seconds left, it doesn't even make sense to, but it's just how we've always been.
Right. Right. Well, I mean, shoot, it paid off at 16 seconds. And I don't know if it's like the caster curse or the caster
Oh,
something,
always,
but
no doubt.
but no, yeah, I know you're the community as well. At 16 seconds, I said it. I was like, well, it's a twos matchup, so the field isn't as full. So a good face-off, and it might end up at the goal. And sure enough, you guys, I think in 13 seconds, get those 2 goals. And yeah, I'm stunned. I'm stunned. I can't imagine how waste potential feels. Okay, so I was trying to avoid it during the cast, but there is an elephant in the room of this being your first win of the season. How's the season been, man?
Well, the 2 season hasn't been too well for us.
Right.
We've been in some games for sure,
Right.
but this one we definitely needed to have to stay in the playoffs,
Right.
at least in the
Exactly.
playoff picture and stuff.
Exactly.
So it was huge.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm having a rough season myself. Our only win is a forfeit, which, you take it, you take it when you can get them, but doesn't.
You take those.
Yeah, it doesn't make me feel any better.
Yeah.
So who we giving the game ball to?
Oh, definitely we are giving it to Notorix, no doubt.
Perfect. All right. Yeah, I've only had one captain give it to themselves on my post-game interview, so let's keep that streak alive. Go ahead, talk about Notorix. He looked good.
Yeah, no, he's an amazing player. I mean, I want to say he's better than me, to be honest. I mean, his mechanical abilities is what really sets him apart from some other players.
I caught on to that early. He was flirting with some nutty touches coming off the wall in midair. He had very, very good control of his car. I thought he would get one. I thought if this went to a game 4, the likelihood was there that he was gonna clip on us. But,
oh yeah.
But you guys got the sweep instead, which is I'm sure always welcome.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll definitely take that.
Yeah. So usually I let the winning team captain, whoever I'm speaking to, plug something or mention something. So if you want to drop your Twitch link in the chat, feel free to do so.
Sure.
Or anything else you want to mention? Anyone else you want to shout out?
I'll shout out the rest of my team, Kayamir and Kravik on our threes team. And I do have a Twitch. I also stream IGO games.
Right. Bolts LV. Go ahead.
LV Bolts, yeah.
LV Bolts.
That's just LV Bolts.
Yeah, if you're in the stream, feel free to hop in the chat and just drop the link if you want. I don't have it in front of me at the moment. But
gotcha.
Yeah, feel free if you're there.
Just give me a moment to...
Yeah, go ahead.
To my channel.
So yeah, my heart breaks for wasted potential because they've had the same season you guys had with the 0-3, and you don't get to 0-3 without like some overtime, some game 5, some this and that. So this was probably just yet another close one. Hold on, I didn't say it was a failure. Hold on.
Man, I've been bamboozled.
Yeah, hold on. Let me see here. Go for it. No, I always get that bot that comes in, and he's trying to make me famous. So you could go ahead and let it go now.
Your message was not sent because it's identical to the previous one you sent. Okay, I'll switch it up.
No,
there we go. I got it.
I got it.
Okay then.
There we go. My bad. All right. So
it's all good.
That's Bolts. That's his Twitch. If you want to check it out, he is also community caster for IGL. How's the season been going for your casting?
I mean, it's been going great. Just learning as I go along.
Right.
Some trying to get the nuances and all that.
Exactly.
Just the little things.
Yeah. If I have any like return people in the chat, I usually have a pretty decent soundboard, but half of my board went out, so I only had the demo the demo noises. So I was just like beating against the keys here, but luckily you guys were all the entertainment we needed on the field. You guys look great. Like you said, this would be a perfect stepping off point for playoffs. You know, 500 could get you there.
Oh yeah,
So,
for sure.
So congrats on the win. Good luck
Thank
going
you.
forward. Anything else you want to mention?
I think that's about it. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Fun game. See you around.
All right, man. See ya.
Peace. All right, that was Bolts, who did not have a heart attack after one of the most incredible comebacks that I've ever seen, really, and for sure ever casted for IGL. So they look good. Congrats to them. Wasted Potential. I have so much love for Wasted Potential and Darkened Potential, but that was a rough one. Heartbreaks. But GG's. Go ahead and give that in the chat. Chat. Thanks for hanging out. Let me see. Just be a few moments here. Bolts showing some love. Appreciate the follow. Congrats again on the win. I'm going to go ahead and go to another IGL caster. Not sure if he has a game at the moment or he's just goofing around, but he's a great dude. It's Broke Fang. We're going to drop in on him. Again, thanks for hanging out. Just be a few moments here.